This is an instructional video on how to install stud and pull lock fittings on your cable rail. What we're going to send you is a little bit of anti-seize for the threaded ends. You want to have a nut, an acorn, and a washer. You're going to have your pull lock and cap. What you're going to need to get for yourself is a pair of vice grips and a 7/16 wrench, along with a grinder with a cutoff wheel on it. What you're going to do first is you're going to take the anti-seize, put a little bit on the end of the stud, just about that much, enough to where you can see it. Alright, you're going to take your nut and your washer. You want to stick it through your hole, which has been drilled at 5/16. Put your washer on, and put your nut on. I'm going to put the nut on just enough to where it's about flush with the thread right there, which it is. The longer the run, the more space you're going to have to give it, so you might want to back off if your run is longer than 15 feet, but for a run this short, about flush will be good enough. Push that back through. On the pull lock end, what you're going to do is you're going to have this hole drilled to 3/16. Then on the other side, you're going to come in, not all the way through, but just an inch or so of 3/8. That'll be about the right size for the pull lock. Right. And stick your cable through the hole. I already have the stud set up on the other end. You want to take your pull lock, put it on this way first, small end of the sleeve facing towards the rest of the cable. Put it on. I'll have to twist it a little bit to get it to go all the way. And you're going to slide it all the way into the post. Make sure you get it all the way in. You're going to pull the cable as tightly as you can while holding the pull lock in place. Right. Once you do that, it's going to be pretty loose on the cables, but you're going to tighten it up again with the stud in a minute anyways. The longer the run, what you're going to have to do is you're going to take your vice grip, clamp it on the cable. You're still going to have to hold the pull lock with your thumb, but that'll give you a little extra leverage to pull as much slack as you can out of that cable. Alright, so once you pulled out as much as you can, release that. You want to take your grinder with your cutoff wheel. Whenever you're cutting this off, get as close to the pull lock as you can. Once you do that, alright, you're going to have to come back to the other side. You're going to take your vice grips, clamp it on the cable on this side of it to keep the cable from spinning as you try and tighten the nut. And clamp it down. Don't clamp it too tight or it might mess your cable up, but if it's too loose to where the cable is spinning when you're tightening, you'll need to make it a little bit tighter so it doesn't mess your cables up. All right. I'm going to tighten the nut. Till it's fairly tight, or it's nice and taut. Alright. Once you do that, you're going to take your acorn, go ahead and put that on. Take this, and just do a little bit, just enough to lock it down to where you can undo it with your hand. Okay. Then you're going to come back over to the other side. You want to take this cap, put it on the edge of your pull lock, and that's it.